conversation going on 10KC up from us. I don't know what it is. I listened in just a little bit, and it's clear as a bell, so hopefully they don't interfere too much. I'm not hearing them on this frequency anyway. All right, we got about 3 or 4 minutes till net. Anybody out there who wants to check in, if you're on NetLogger, go ahead and we will get you on the list. This is N0 KTM, your net control. 4 minutes, 3.5 maybe, I don't know. Not another digit on my clock here. So anyway, we're coming up shortly.
Yeah, that one guy clears the bell up there. Yeah, that's about 9 minutes.
Could have been YMZ, could have been WF5U, could have been just about anybody close by here.
More Lance, he said he didn't have the amp on, he might be tuning it up now.
I don't tune up on it.
Yeah, but you got the amp on, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Lance, if you got it, use it. And yeah, I definitely hear you better now. You probably don't hear me, though.
I can hear you a little bit.
Well, all right, at least my little station's getting into Springfield somewhat then.
I'll tell you what, Dave, it wouldn't take much of an amp to get you out there sounding loud and proud.
Oh, maybe someday, Tom. I mean, I was just on 20 meters and got 20 over report chasing Bigfoot out in Washington. So my station works. It just don't work locally.
I put off buying an amp for 23.
So yeah, we're gonna welcome to KU6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. Ham Radio comes to life. I'm gonna see how this works streaming the 10 meter net. I got some bad noise on 10 meters, but I can hear most of the guys. And hopefully I got the radio audio set good. Hopefully it's not overpowering me right now. But we can fix that pretty quick. All right, let's get ready to start. KU6GAE, welcome to Hillbilly Ham, where ham radio comes to life.
Friday night 10 meter net. I will be your net controller. If I didn't say so, this is N0 KTM. I think I already ID'd. I don't know. My mind just wanders everywhere. But we do this every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. And we use NetLogger for check-ins, at least to start with. We'll call for any on-air check-ins here. When we get through the first round of NetLogger, we do 3 rounds. So, without further ado, we're going to head up to the top of the list, and that is KC0NSC Tom here in Springfield.
Check test audio. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Tonight.
N0 KTM. This is KC0 NSC in Smithville, Missouri. Been a great week. I love this weather, I'm telling you. And like I was saying earlier, the high point of my week has been getting into Russia. I know a lot of people have gotten into Russia, but for one reason or another, through the years, I have never gotten into Russia before. So I was really excited a couple of days ago. Down below 28,400, down in the 28,300 somewhere, there he was, and he was just as clear as day. And it was a great little depot, so I had a lot of fun with it. Then off to the VA and the doctor's today.
Check test audio, check test audio.
Q7 stuff all taken care of. And so it's been one of those days. That's about all I got for first comment, so we'll send it back to Kevin. Thanks for doing the net. KC0 NSC.
All right, very good, Tom. I see that KC0CDU Dave checked in here. He's on the list and was wondering whether the net was going, so I'm not sure whether he's hearing you or hearing me, but we're here. So, very good. I don't know if like is the word to use for the Dexcom. My ex-Lyle has one and has been using it for almost a year now, so it is nice. It gives you constant blood glucose readings, and that has really been a help for her to manage things. So anyway, CDU just says he's deaf tonight, so not sure what's going on with him out there. I'm only getting maybe 100 on peaks, even with the amplifier, so that's SSB. All right, we're going to go on now down to the next person on the list, and that is KQ0Q, Lance, just a little way south of me here. Lance, what's going on with you tonight?
Well, tonight I was radioing with Scotland, New Hampshire, and South Dakota on wires in. I was done doing a net that went too long on 20 meters, and I was really getting bored. Some of those nets going for 4 hours. I mean, what? That's crazy. Anyway, I got my wires X connection figured out. Got New Hampshire called. Nobody came back to me. If I hear somebody call, nobody comes back to me, then I go back. If I did that all the time, I'd spend the rest of my life just talking on the radio. Got a few other things I'd like to do, like eat, sleep, all that good stuff. But anyway, it was a good round table review, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what I've been doing. Oh yeah, we went to Casper's for lunch. Oh, some great Greek spaghetti with chili and cheese and onions on it. Oh man. I've never been there before, but yeah, it's kind of a, I don't want to say exactly a dive. It's not a dive, it's not a hot, you know. You don't feel, let's put it this way, you don't feel uncomfortable in the blue jeans and a t-shirt going there. So anyway, that'll do it for me this time. Probably do it for me the rest of the net. Back to you, N0 CDM KQ0Q.
All right, Lance. Well, I'll tell you what, you missed out if you had not been to Casper's when they were downtown in Quonset Hut. That was an experience. Been there a couple of 2 or 3 times. One of my co-workers dragged me in there one
It's
time
still the
for lunch.
it's still the same.
We happened to be in the area doing some work, and it's great chili.
Not
really
the
liked
same
it.
atmosphere the Quonset hut
atmosphere
was.
was crazy. They were busier than all get out, but I have not been to the new location there on Glenstone. So one of these days, have to get in there and see what they're all about now that they've moved. So very good. All right. Next up is KE6GAE, David out in Harris. David out in Rogersville. We'll try to copy you here, Dave. Let it rip.
Hi, N0KTM and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Yeah, the atmosphere with the people on Casper's is still the same, but it was the Quonset hut that made the atmosphere downtown. Other than that, no, don't have a whole lot. Glad this week's over. I gotta go down in the morning and work on the Oars repeater. Meet Whisper out there. They gotta do some work. I need to do some firmware upgrades on the repeater, and then I gotta come home and do a bunch of work around the house. And Lance, if you can hear me, did you get your port forwarding figured out, or do I still need to come by one of these days? That's about all we got for this round, Kevin, so we'll pass it back to Net Control. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
That is not very high up in the air, so the band conditions must be working out for us. I have visited your beautiful country twice.
Did you copy me, Kevin, or did I get walked on by this DX coming in?
So as soon as he gets done, I'm going to inform him that we're in the middle of the net. Station California on 28410. We are in the middle of the net here in Southwest Missouri. If you could move up a couple of KCs, would appreciate it. This is N0KTM Net Control.
N0KTM and the rest of the net. Did you guys hear anything I said?
No, we didn't.
Good old California station coming in and walking all over me. Well, I didn't have a whole bunch. I did say that the Quonset hut was what made the atmosphere downtown with Casper. And it's still good atmosphere inside. It's still got the same people that owns it. And Lance, did you get your port forwarding figured out, or do I still need to one of these days stop by and give you a hand with that? Other than that, that's all we got, so we'll pass it back to Net Control. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
I'm glad to hear you're safe. We have really heavy winds and high heat here, the kind of conditions that transpired here in California the last few years. We did have some power outages this morning. No rain, just high heat and really dry winds. San Jose, both times I visited a variety of other places. Time I was there, we visited the Caribbean side near Manzanillo, and really enjoyed ourselves over on the other side that we hadn't seen before.
Station in California, this is N0KTM in Southwest Missouri. We are in the middle of the net. Would you please move up a couple of KCs with your QSO? Thank you much. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, David, for those comments, and Lance, you can respond back to him if you want to on your turn. Now for another one, it's going to be hard to hear. Tom, if you hear Dave, let us know. Well, he said he was deaf tonight, so I guess we'll just bypass him. He said he wasn't hearing anybody on the chat, so we're going to go on down to Alan, WF5U. Alan, what's going on with you tonight? How's the tower work out at the compound doing?
For us too, especially with the kids, but we stayed in a jungle house at a resort there called Tango Bongo near Manzanillo, and it was just incredible, you know.
I like that.
It had all the amenities we needed, but it was wide open, and hear the monkeys and hear everything, see everything, and it was a nice experience of a lifetime. We're very fortunate to have been able to do that twice. Really, really enjoyed both our visits there. Hope to get back there again someday before I get too old to enjoy it. QSL?
Hey, California, you're talking over a net in progress.
Not too much exciting. We haven't really been doing fireworks. We're not putting anything out. So this was last week, the week before, I cut down 70-footer. So now I get to, I've got enough sections of 125 to put up what I wanted to put up out the farm without taking down the 65-foot tower here at the house on the east edge of Springfield. So that was a good thing. Been doing some land clearing out there, cleaning stuff up.
Well, you're a 5-7 here, and I'll say 7-3. It's someone that says that we're stepping over that. So,
installed a bunch of windows. Not all of them, but a bunch of them.
Great to meet you, Javier.
Next week they'll get most of the rest of them installed and make some more progress. We went from roughly 3 weeks without really very much going on out there, and that was kind of disappointing. But it happens that way sometimes. So anyhow, that's all I've got for right now. So back to that. WFU.
All right, Alan, you were on last week. Don't know if you heard the news or not, but our friend out on East Division is on the air. Put a half-wave infrared vertical up in a tree for him a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago Saturday, and he got on the net last week? Yes, it was last week. Anyway, not sure whether he remembered the net was on tonight or not, but it was good to hear him actually get out of the hole down there where he's at. So anyway, all right, that is the bottom of the list. This is M0 KTM.
Probably. Let the reader sure is that.
We're looking for anybody who would like to check into the Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club Friday night 10-meter net. Please call now. This is M0 KTM, your net control. That was KI6 Tango November Delta. All right, Gary, go ahead.
Picking up a NFJ 1786. They have one stock. It's a magnetic loop antenna. I'm going to go look at the specs of it when I get home. But it's always going to get me on the air because I'm going to be in an apartment for another year.
Well, that should get you on the air there at the home QTH for sure.
Yeah. Because, and then I was also looking at SDRs, software-defined radios, and then I can get myself one of those RM Italy amplifiers. You know, get a 100-watt RM Italy amplifier, one of those QRP SDR radios. That would be a nice little setup, I think.
That should do it for sure. Anything else going on with you this week?
Say what?
Anything else going on with you this week?
No, we're just working my finger to the bone, you know, trying to get money together, and so I can buy my toys.
Isn't that the truth for sure? All right, very good. Well, glad you could get into the net tonight. Are you going to stick around, or are you going to be one and done tonight?
All right. Hey, am I on frequency? No, Kevin's off a little.
6 Alpha 7 Tango.
Well, let me retune here again. Something happened. I don't know what exactly it was, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I just dropped it down a little bit. Is that better? Is that better on frequency?
Actually, Gary, you were on frequency. Go back up to where you were.
About 409.95.
I'm all right there.
Let me go back up and see where it's at. This is center frequency right here.
Okay, I just adjusted it again. Is that better?
That's a little high.
Tango, India, Julia, 2 Sierra, Kilo 7, Kilo, Tango, November.
Oh, that's perfect.
I just adjusted it right there, KI6TND. I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on.
Sorry, I have to correct my call sign. It's Kilo 7, Kilo Charlie November, and I have you 5-9. This is one of the most frequency stable radios I've ever had, though. I like it. Anyways, KI6TND, just consider me a one and done, and I'm gone. Y'all have a good night.
Kilo 7, Charlie November. There is a net going on this frequency. Frequency is in use.
At 5-9 for you up here in Seattle, Washington, and yes, my name is Bill.
You might as well check them in, Kevin.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I apologize. My
TI2 Juliet Sierra, thank you.
has been screwing with me. It took me back to 28410 flat, and so I should be doing better now.
You are.
All right, I'm going to put out a call again for anybody who would like to check in tonight over the top of all the interference we got going on. This is
7 Bravo Tango Mike.
For the Friday night Smart 10 Internet. Anybody who would like to check in, please call now.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike said.
Roger that. Thank you. You are 5-9 into Portland, Oregon. We talked before earlier this year. This is Bruce.
Hey Bruce, this is N0KTM in Springfield, Missouri. Please, move your frequency. This is a net in progress.
Bands are working well overall. I do have some overlap. There's some other folks on this frequency that I can hear here. Hopefully they can't hear me too well. So we should probably keep this short in case they are. But great to hear from you again, my friend, and hope things are going well down there in the Costa Rica.
Frequency in use.
What a pain. This is N0KTM. Once again, anybody in Springfield would like to check into the net, please call now.
J0YMC.
Oh, I got you, David. Go ahead with your first round.
Good evening, everybody on the net. Bravo India Lima,
Well, it's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Fortunately, we didn't have any really bad weather this year. Well, we had some bad weather last winter with some ice, but otherwise not too bad. But I'm going to let you go, because there's other people on the same frequency here. I just want to make sure that I'm not stomping on them too much. And so thank you very much for the QSO. I'll let you get on to the next one. Have a great afternoon and a great day. Tango India 2, Juliet Sierra. This is Whiskey 7, Bravo Tango Mike. Thank you very much in 73.
I haven't gone up in the attic. I've been fighting with these things for a decade, but I've never gone up into the attic. So now I'm building a set of stairs or a ladder, I guess, if you will, in my closet so that I can just go up there anytime I want. I guess I can put an antenna up there. It's a pretty good sized attic, really. So, but I'm trying to make it my living space so the rec still
Yeah.
thinks that they can move in.
I'm going to be cutting the net down here pretty quick. As you can see, there's all kinds of interference from other stations. I don't know if they're hearing us. I know that earlier on 20 meters, the California and Washington told me I was being on there, so hopefully they're hearing me. I know that one station I said something to kind of disappeared, but I'm going to do something. 'Cause I'm getting all kinds of noise on 10 meters.
Once you get your transmitter,
I think I need to get a separate 10 meter antenna.
I do get my transmitter on the dummy mode, but it's pretty much 15 on mode to the transmitter. So then, once I switch over to one of the many different antennas that I utilize, I don't find my radio, my transmitter doesn't see a 50 on load anymore. So, and then it goes to the antenna. And so, then my antenna gets back to the antenna and says, hey, what's the deal here? This is not right. This is a different antenna. So what am I going to do here? So, I do have some noise tonight. I don't know what it is. Usually it's quiet over here. But tonight I'm having some noise. Kevin, you say you're reading 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 watts on SSB watt meter. So, and you get your amplifier on. Even with my amplifier on sideband, I usually don't see, I'm seeing about 15 watts right now with 100 watts in, or a little less than 100 watts in. So yeah, when I'm running the SBT20 with 23100 C, usually doesn't show more than your 70 watts on the meter. There you go. If you're transmitting on sideband, you never go into your a tone as it would be a CW tone, then you never able to actually do your antenna. When you into your tube, you it's here. There you go.
Yeah, they're going to shut it down. It's definitely getting to where
Zero KTM,
you can't. I was listening to Dave and getting all kinds of people stepping up on it.
Very good. Thank you for those comments, David. I think in light of everything going on, we're going to go back up to the top of the list here and start back over and see if we can get through some more comments here before California decides to be confrontational or whatever they're doing out there. All right, this is M0KTM, your net control for the Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club Friday night 10-meter net. We're going to go back up to the top of the list, and that takes us to KC0NSC. Tom, take it away.
NE0D, Dave jumped into Netlock. I'll let him go before I go.
Yeah, thank you for that. I did see the newsletter came out yesterday on email and saw that comment about Kenny's talk tomorrow. I'll be real interested in hearing that for sure. All right. Let's go back up to the top. Tom, KC0NSC. This is M0KTM Net Control.
All right, Kevin, this is KC0NSC. I'm in contact with KC0TU, and I just want to see, Dave, Can you hear me out there in Bodas? Oh, David, his signal's so low. Can you hear him?
No, I can almost never hear him here. Just very, very, very softly sometimes.
No, I was hoping that Dave, KE0YMC, can you pick him up?
I can't hear him at all.
Alright, Dave, I'll catch you on the 2 meter. You're just not making the trip tonight. Don't know what the problem is. They must have pulled a big semi-truck up in front of your antenna somewhere. Oh, well. Yeah, it's an interesting night. The DX guys are not trying to check in. They're just trying to talk over us, and that is just no party. But we'll make it through it all, I'm sure. Lots of fun, huh? All right, Kevin, you take it away.
Oh, sorry, had to yawn. Yeah, radio signals have been kind of strange here the last couple of days. I think it was 2 days ago when it first turned really cool. KY3, who has their antenna transmitter out at Fordland, all of a sudden just started pixelating like crazy. Just absolutely horrible. It was almost impossible to watch stuff. So it's happened before. And I've just got a little antenna up in the attic, and I had an amplifier on it. So I went up and took that amplifier out, and it helped a little bit. But then the next day, no pixeling at all. It's been fine ever since. So, yeah, I wonder what was parked between me and them, for sure. All right, we're going to move on down to KQ0Q. Lance, take it away with your additional comments.
Trying to think if I have. Oh, Dave asked a question. I'm not ready to work on that right now. I'm trying to get some other things in order, and my brain is overloaded with different things. Last week I was trying to get Wires X going, and I did, but I still got some problems, but I don't think I'll be able to solve them. With Windows, I can supply the right driver to Windows, but Windows, every time I turn the machine off and turn it back on, it pulls from the ether some driver that doesn't work, and I can't go to battle with Bill Gates, still win. But and now I'm having trouble with my C-Star, so once I get those all figured out, I can probably jump over to All-Star. But and plus we got this Hamfest coming up, so that's going to get a little more. We got a meeting on the 29th. But anyway, yeah, the California station was 5.9, man. That is really booming in here. So anyway, I made a couple contacts on 10 meters, but I don't seek out the band opening. Does that make sense? I just a lazy ham. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. But I like
yeah, after this round, I'm going to be I'll be done with this net, so stream will be in here pretty quick.
KQ0Q, N0KTM. Thanks for doing the net.
All right, Lance. Yeah, I had similar driver issues when I got this new SDR. I had a terrible time trying to find a driver that would work with it, and finally did. through some YouTube videos, and it's behaved okay, except sometimes the serial link between my radio and the computer does weird things like it did tonight, and just kept resetting my transceiver back to 28410 flat, and I need those 40 extra KC or 40 extra cycles hertz to be able to stay on frequency with this thing the way it drifts. And like Tom said, one of these days I'll find a temperature control oscillator for it, and that should take care of it. So anyway, thanks for those comments, Lance. We're going to move on down to KE6GAE. David out in Rogersville, take it away.
All right, N0KTM and the rest of the net, this is KE6GAE. Well, Lance, if you need any help with that other stuff, let me know. I go to battle with Bill Gates every day. That's part of what my job is. I got to battle Windows servers all day long. If you need any D-Star help, let me know. You know how to get a hold of me. And yeah, we're going to be pretty busy with some of the Hamfest stuff coming up. Other than that, that's about all I got, guys. And yeah, that California station at Washington, that W7 station, which was in Washington, he was 20 plus over here at the house. That's all I got, guys, and I'm going to make this my 73 round. So we'll say 73, everybody, and we'll pass it back to Net Control. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Kevin. KE6GAE, back to Net Control.
All right, David, thanks for checking in tonight, for sure. We will catch you a little later, perhaps on the 2-meter net. Thanks for all your comments. Next up, is Dave out in Boulder.
Everybody, thanks for coming by KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham.
We're going to run down to Alan.
73 all. This was still trying to get this set up to work with the HF radio. This was a test, and I'll have to go back and listen to the stream and see how it sounded. But stop by, you take a listen to the net, give me a like, give me a subscribe, make comments down below about what you liked, what you didn't like, what you think I can do better to make it better. This channel's for everybody. So let me know. 73.